Hello everybody, my name's Gogeta guys, yet another video, and in today's video, I'm starting it off here on news. Now, this isn't the news video that I was promising to have happen. That was supposed to come out on the 6th, right when the 5th year anniversary started. I wanted it to be, day of, right when you could see everything new, all of this having, new, other than what happened on JP. Global wouldn't know what any of these look like properly. None of this was really out or anything like that. I wanted to be basically the one of the first ones that actually was looking at the news. Now, like the, this is what happened on JP, so this is going to happen on Global because there's not going to be a difference or anything like that. I wanted to actively show it off live. Now everything here, all of these, they all said new. The nice little pretty red text that said new, new. I looked at each of the wherever the campaign thing is, and I looked and I went through and kind of spoke about everything that's happening. I looked over here at the events, and I talked about the Zero Mortal Plan, Saiyan Trio, Frieza Army, God Level, Dragon Ball History, the Broly event, all of this. Like I spoke about everything I did, kind of stuff with the World Tournament too, because I think we were just getting our rewards or something like that at the time too. I even showcased the movie at the start, that nice little 30 seconds or so of when it like shows off the Gogeta and Vegito in it doing their cool things. I even had sound for you guys to hear because I had my headphones out and my phone was actually producing the sound, so the camera or the phone mic would pick it up, which means that you guys could hear that music, and it was really good. And then I plugged my headphones back in and I put the headphones on and I boom did my intro and I went through everything and I started really grinding out. I went into the Whis event and I did it and I kind of showed off some of the cool things. I actually got a gold equip on my first thing. I believe it was a three additional. I believe it was a three additional gold. I kind of explained a bit of what equipment is. Kind of looked at the sticker stuff. It was a solid 20-odd minute video. Pretty good, long. Very proud of it. And then went to look into it, kind of like I like to rewatch to make sure that everything seems good, that, the quality doesn't dip at some point. Well, the first error I saw, or didn't hear, was that right when after I plugged my mic in, there was no sound. I talked through the entire video, a lot of talking, a lot of stuff. There was no voice. My mic was muted the entire time. And, I could easily record it because it's just news. And it's like, I could do that 100 times over until I get it exactly right. The issue is that the movie appeared once. The Whis event appears once a day, which means that I would have to wait until the next day to do the Whis event. And now I could have done everything in the news on 7/7, but I wanted to do the news as, here's the today's news, not here's yesterday's recap. So I wanted to do it all on that first day, be basically, one of the first few that got it out as the actual thing happened. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to because I logged in at the wrong time, or my mic, it wasn't there at the right time. So I sadly missed all of that. And then I was like, well, I guess I'll just wait until I get to 100 tickets for this thing. So Gogeta, and maybe I'll buy the thing for that. I don't know. And Vegito, same with that. I might buy it. Those would be later on. Once we get all 55, I'll do it. I'll do this in another video, maybe tomorrow. I was at 101 tickets for this. I did 16 of them, and then somebody showed up at work, so I had to go quickly do that, which means that once again, I had to actually actively, do this video again. And, this is the bad thing about, these type of videos with summons is you only get one shot at them. Like those 16, the 16 units that appeared, those are gone. You guys don't get to see me pull them. Nothing, hype was pulled. I didn't like pull an LR and not have it in the video. I pulled a Master Roshi, physical Pan, and in Vegito, and that's it. And then I kind of spoke about stuff with this banner, talking about this. I'll be doing this in another video. Depending on when they go away, it'll either be these or tomorrow and the next day, because if they go away really soon, I don't want it to be like last tournament, where as you can see I have a lot of tickets. That's because I didn't summon last time, because I wanted to do a video, but then I ended up not doing a video for whatever reason. It might have been because there was already something, there was like another thing going on, so I was doing content on that, and then I got sidetracked with that content, so I never did summons on these. That might have been it, or I just never found a good time to record. But yeah, so I've lost 16 tickets on this. Hopefully, no errors. Hopefully, no one shows up at at work, and as I'm doing it, I have to just cut it off because I have to go and do my job. And it's do or die, which actually I don't think it's do or die is the featured unit one. Am I gonna go God? Wow! When you only get 5 units and you get God, that is it's a pretty cool thing. I was really hoping that all 5 would are SSRs. Okay, another Master Roshi, which is huge because I actually do want more Master Roshis. That's the other unit I had pulled. They were all featured too. Wow. That is pretty cool actually. Nothing the 3 featured units, 3 SSRs. That was actually like one of the coolest summons that I've gotten. I haven't really done I haven't done any of the actual ticket summons yet, but from all the ticket summons I've done in the past, the weekend things and like a the download celebration. This is how many for every however many stones you spent in the year. This is how many tickets you get, type of thing. Which this year compared to every other year is going to be so many more because unlike every previous year, I wasn't doing YouTube and I wasn't actually really spending money on the game. So I never had, a whole lot to it. But now that I do, that's gonna be insane. And for the first time, well, that rainbow text appeared for a bit longer. But now that like, seeing the 4 people, that's actually a guaranteed SSR if I'm not mistaken. Which you see the group of people in a the normal 10 multi summon with a guaranteed SSR, then that basically doesn't mean anything. It's like you get Super Saiyan 3. That doesn't mean anything's happening. That just means you're getting a guaranteed SSR, which you're already getting a guaranteed SSR because that's how the banners work now these days. It is a guaranteed SSR. So nothing big, but seeing it in this is kind of cool because that means that I'm going to get an SSR. So all these like you know minuscule ones that used to be really cool and big before GSSR was a thing, where there wasn't 100% chance, and seeing Super Saiyan 3, seeing some of these ones, and it's like, oh, I'm actually going to get a unit because I'm not guaranteed it unless the banner says otherwise. Those are really cool. So a lot of there's I've heard things about people wanting to change the what SSJ3 means, and the full house one. Maybe they can mean that you get 2 or more or something like that, or some weird things like that. But at this point, those were the Super Saiyan 3 has been here this basically the whole time. All it means is the guaranteed SSR, and it really helps when you're doing something like a single summon or something like this where you aren't guaranteed it, because it's now I won't always be getting a Super Saiyan 3 transformation, and now if I got a Super Saiyan 3 transformation on this, well, that doesn't mean that I'm getting 2 or more SSRs. That means that I'm getting in just 1 SSR. So it's more likely to appear because I could just get 1 and it would appear. I don't have to be getting 2 in the multi. Plus, it's nice to see it in this one because it's like, oh, not guaranteed anything other than SRs, and then getting the animation, and it's that nice feeling, kind of the a nostalgia factor of before there was the guaranteed SSR, and you would kind of sit there and it'd be like and it's like you pull back and oh, instant Super Saiyan, or you can see this and it's like, oh, okay, and then oh, Link Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, go 3, go 3, go 3, and it was that nice little chant, which now is kind of go God, go God, go God, because you want to see you want to see God, which means 3. So that having that nice old effect of feeling the old times when it was the lean forward and come on, and then it goes lingers on 2 for a little bit, and then boom, you get the extra, the Flash, a nice change from 2 into 3, long hair, no eyebrows, eyebrow muscles, this really nice thing, and then, it's freaking out time because I'm getting an SSR, and same thing with single screen crack, you know, now that doesn't mean anything, it's just a guaranteed SSR, which that doesn't really do anything. Now when you see the screen crack, you can have the hint of, oh, come on, double, double, something like that, to try to get the double, because that means something. Well, now on this one, it can, kind of pull back, see that OG back when everything was old, the OG animations where there was only, I think only guaranteed, uh, four guaranteed ones, and it was SSJ3, Screen Crack, Shenron, and I believe Seven Pods did guarantee a I believe Seven Pods did guarantee an SSR or better, like an LR. I believe that back then that actually guaranteed, which pods are no longer a thing. Now it's who's flying in with you. So now it's kind of just like looking out for that. Just to symbolize what's going to happen. Seeing this, and does that mean that I'm getting? Okay, I'm getting so also what he says, because I think he only ever used to say Kamehameha. I don't think he ever had this is where it ends or anything like that. So it was seeing everything was great. Now it's looking at this and is you get a duo or a trio like this, and then if he doesn't say this is where it ends or Kuride Orida for JP, that's big. I actually really want more Cleefless. Um, so no, if he doesn't say that, and you're getting one of the pairs, the trio type of thing, then that means that you're actually getting something. You might not be getting a featured unit. Maybe it means 3 or more SSRs. Maybe you're getting the trio because you're getting an LR. So seeing those types of things were, really cool and very nice. And, the amount of change they've gone through, going from just, generic, you pull back, he says Kamehameha, you hope to see Super Saiyan 3, you hope to see, just like a couple of minimal things, which, overall, it was, didn't mean too much to the game itself, but to the fan base, getting to see, that pullback and, oh, the screen crack happens when it happens. That's Super Saiyan 3, Shenron just appears, like, all these huge things, and how they went from something so simplistic as, oh, just a couple of pods flying on the screen, Hercule would appear, rainbow text with a huge, deterrent, like, if you saw that, that was, like, the big thing, like these minuscule things, and now it's up to like, oh, you have to be. It's like, oh, who flew in with you? Yeah, did if did this pair fly in? Did these two fly in? Because that's a pair. Did Trunks fly in with if Trunks flew in with nothing, that's whatever. But Trunks flies in with Mai, and crowd goes wild. Boo flies in, and that's like. If Trunks flies in with Mai, that's a big thing because if I'm not mistaken, Trunks holding Mai is an LR. Oh, okay, well, speak it into existence, I guess. I should keep rambling about, seeing Trunks flying with Mai is a big thing because that's a guaranteed LR, which. Oh my god, I think that's like it's either 79% or that's 90%. Like, either one more of them or two more of them, and I will have rainbowed an LR. Same with the Int Gohan. One more of him, and I rainbow an LR, which I never really thought would happen, at least not for a while, which I haven't played the game for a while, but I never expected to just like summon enough to actually rainbow an LR. Speaking of some things like the boo, I was gonna say that before I got my Trunks holding my. Just seeing boo is like, oh, cool, boo. That doesn't do anything. But if boo has Hercule on his back, then that's going wild. Same thing as Trunks holding my. You see Trunks, you see boo, nothing. You see Trunks holding my, you see Hercule on boo's back. Crowd goes wild. is this huge thing. And then, they introduced the fusion thing with, for Vegito, and it was like, you pull back and, you know, if you heard, you are number one, or am I power with something like this, hearing that, it was like, big thing, because that means you're getting the fusion, you're getting, an LR, a Dokkan Fest, and then, more and more duos came in, and then something like that, where there was Krillin in 18, where, I didn't get any special words, and I technically didn't, all four of those, yes, meant a guaranteed SSR, but it didn't mean a guaranteed feature one. But because I had Krillin and Android 18, who is a duo, and unlike any other duo other than, I believe, 18 and 17, you can have them with any other characters, and that still means you're getting a guaranteed unit, or the God animation thing. You'll be getting 3 or more SSRs. So, seeing that, I don't know, I thought that was something else. I thought there was the strength one. I was like, that's fantastic. I don't even know if that one's on the banner, but I really hope he is, because I need that one. But, having that, and then, all the different things they've done with the Vegeta animation. Because, it used to be, I think there might have been like 1 or 2 that was a guaranteed fusion. I think it was, if you had Trunks and Vegeta and like maybe one other thing, it was a guaranteed fusion. But now, you could have, you could just not have Vegeta at all on the screen. But if you get the, give me that quick line that pops up in the gold text, then ignore that. The system likes to randomly do that from time to time. If you just see that text, then it's like this huge, big, massive thing. It's like, oh my god, I'm actually, I'm getting Vegeta despite the fact that Vegeta's not here. Or, you have Vegeta with, I don't remember all the, what's Chiaotzu? I don't remember all of the special, like, thing, I know it's like Vegeta pops in with Boo and Krillin, I think is one of them. If you get that, then it's a guaranteed fusion, and there's like a couple of other random mixture of them, to where if you get them with Vegeta, then that means you're getting a guaranteed fusion. I don't have all those memorized. And then, also getting the Whis and getting Zeno, which, we saw Zeno in the Nappa video. And getting a Whis, or in that wasn't in the Nappa videos, the Weekend Summon, which I did a Nappa Summon on. Getting a Whis where you're just like, doesn't seem like anything's going to happen. And then all of a sudden, Whis, comes in, taps the staff, and rewinds time, and that guarantees the brand new unit, or, the brand new unit, whether it's, the newest unit on the banner, or if it's, the LR on the banner, something like that. Such like a huge thing. And then also the Goku Black Rift. So we've seen a couple of changes to that background. And then, the chance that there's the small chance that, it'd be Goku Black, which was like this huge fancy looking thing. Just so many changes, and it's so clean, it's so good, and just amazing. And I can't wait to see what they do in the future, like when they add in the blue animation, because that's been in the file for the longest time. So did it go 1, 2, 3 blue? Will it go to God and in the blue? Which, if that's the case, what does that mean? Does that mean that you're gonna go from, because God means that you're getting 3 or more. So if you go to God and then you go to blue, does that mean that you're still getting 3 or more SSRs and a guaranteed, like I'm going, like if we got blue on, one of these banners right here, does that mean that I'm getting 3 or more SSRs and I'm getting the Gogeta? Which they easily could, and that would make a decent bit of sense. So, what will they do in the future? What more characters? What more, combinations? One combination that would make a lot of sense is, that oddly isn't in yet, is giving, the Sun family one. Is because if you have Gohan and Goten as a thing, that isn't a combination. Gohan, Goten, and Goku, that isn't a duo, actually. It's Goten and Trunks, and Gohan and Piccolo. But there is not Gohan and Goten, oddly enough. So, but that does it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, then consider hitting the like button, and tell me down below what you guys did enjoy. It helps me out a lot. If you guys didn't like the video, then go ahead and dislike, and tell me what you didn't like. It doesn't hurt me at all. If you guys want to know when I upload, again, the best way to know is by subscribing. But that does it for this video. Until next time, bye guys.